Turner inside the Capitol. What are you seeing in the halls right now? Are there any efforts to get this under control? Are they sort of letting it play itself out?
You know, George, from our vantage point, it's really unclear. We're barricaded on the fourth floor now. We can't even get downstairs. But from what we understand from our sources, a number of protesters are on the second floor around the chamber. And it's just they're just steps away from the chamber. The leadership was escorted out, but the members are on the floor. And you're seeing those pictures right now. That is just to the right of those protesters is the Senate chamber, and members are huddled there. There was even a plan at one point to hustle all of us down to the Senate chamber, and if you can imagine all of us being on the Senate floor together. But for now, there's even word that members are being told to huddle under chairs if they can't get to somewhere secure. So at the moment, it doesn't feel like the situation is really under control just yet. I've even seen, in a number of pictures where these protesters are climbing the scaffolding that's being built for the inauguration. They're up under the windows of Mitch McConnell's suite of offices. They really seem to be everywhere around the Capitol. If that's
Trish,
possible.
The leadership was taken away. Do we know where?
No, George, we're not really sure. We're trying to reach out to their offices, but it's so chaotic, and I will tell you it's so unusual because there's usually a situation where there's a lot of staff around a member, but the pandemic has decreased the staffing levels here tremendously. Sometimes senators are alone. They don't even have a staffer with them. We know leadership does, but they don't even have a full complement of staff. So we're still trying to assess that situation.
Capitol under siege right now. Trish Turner, thank you. Want to go to Ben Siegel on the House side. Ben, what are we seeing right now?
Well, George, Trish just alluded to some of this, but the members are still locked in the chamber. An officer just told them, according to a pool reporter who's locked in the chamber with them, that they might need to duck under their chairs and that they should be prepared to relocate to the cloakrooms, which are the closed rooms off the floor of the House. Members go in between votes to check their phones to catch a break. But now this might be, where they have to huddle in case of security issues. And apparently Rep. Steve Cohen, a congressman from Tennessee, a Democrat, is screaming at Republicans to call Trump, to call your friend. Really a lot of distress right now on the Hill and the House. Congressman Adam Kinzinger, a Republican who does not support this effort to overturn the election, calling this a coup attempt. And I don't know, honestly, where we've reached out to the House leaders and just find out where they've evacuated the members. But looking at some of these pictures, George, you have these protesters outside the Capitol, literally circling or on top of the SUVs that Nancy Pelosi, that some other of these leaders use to get to and from the Capitol in their homes every day. So I don't really know how they'd be able to evacuate them normally this way. We're still waiting to find out, obviously, that they're safe and that they're secure. But it's hard to imagine that they could evacuate them with so many people outside, people possibly armed, people crowding the entrances to the Capitol around these vehicles that they would usually use to enter